Wake up, filthy.
All right, so welcome back to another episode of Take Foul. I think this is episode 4, and this is our episode on NBA season eve, and we're gonna do a little season preview. But first, we gotta get some headlines. Ike, you want to start us off?
Okay. You wanted to talk about the first two, right? James Bouknight.
Let's talk about James Bouknight. What's happening with James Bouknight?
DUI.
He copped a Dewey.
Another Hornets player biting the dust. Mike, do you...
I mean, compared to the rest of the Hornets players, look, he's getting our home. No, we're not. I'm not gonna.
No.
No, he failed.
Since you told me about it, I've been looking it up. Yeah, he was found unconscious in the parking deck. So he was pretty intoxicated. It seems like
that. Some other famous athlete recently who was just found out asleep at the wheel of their car. Someone in Vegas, I can't remember.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
They also confiscated a Glock 23, it sounds like. So he was drunk with the weapon, passed out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he was parked, so we don't know if he was at drive. I think that's a harsh kind of correlation people are talking. Maybe he was just trying to sleep it off a little bit. He turned it on for some warmth. Still illegal, but I feel like casting him away with driving while intoxicated is kind of harsh.
I think it's another tough look for the Hornets. Miles Bridges situation, this situation. Is it Michael Jordan's fault? Yes.
No.
But anyway, yeah, the Charlotte Hornets are gonna be really bad this year, and that's not gonna change.
I was thinking of Tiffany Haddish.
Well, I mean, this isn't gonna affect his playing at all on the fucking. NBA.
No,
this is
no. All right, moving on.
Next, Ice Cube claims that the NBA and ESPN are doing everything in their power to destroy the Big Three.
Finally, someone's brave enough to talk about it.
Yeah,
the NBA and the ESPN are trying to destroy the up-and-coming basketball league known as the Big Three. 3-on-3 basketball is the future. And we all have to get comfortable with it, and we have to accept it and move forward.
I'm sure he has absolutely no reason to be saying this, but even if they were, why? Does ESPN or the NBA really think the Big Three is drawing audience? What?
It seems like he's upset that major players won't give it a look, that people aren't, major players and sports managers aren't eager to sign their guys up, and agents aren't looking at the Big Three as a valuable option. While you have things like OT and stuff that are taking off, and other leagues that are getting guys out of the college kind of atmosphere. That's what it seems like he's upset about. But again, one's real basketball, one's not.
There's 4-point shots. One's
a gimmick. One's just a gimmick.
Yeah, the other one is the Big Three is for old heads who
some of the people playing in that league are 200.
They can't run full court. There's no way they're running up and down the court.
And OTE and some of these other teams and stuff are just full of prospects, which is just a whole. I feel like it's just a completely whole nother game. Whereas the Big Three is just kind of holding on to dear life for. Any kind of, it's do you remember Al Harrington, Memba?
Stephen Jackson.
Sure, yeah.
Stephen Jackson.
I remember.
Stephen Jackson's Twitter video. Also, I hate guys who use Twitter like it's fucking TikTok. That posting videos directly to Twitter. This is for tweeting. But regardless, Stephen Jackson.
That's can't post videos to Twitter anymore.
Well, what he does is just records himself talking and then just posts it as a tweet.
Yeah. Okay. Weird beef.
But this is what started it. But anyway,
no more videos.
Moving on.
But yeah, Steven Jackson is a big is also on Ice Cube's side, and that the NBA.
Well, he was the big part of the big three. So
yeah, he's a coach now or something, right?
Yeah, he probably got too out of shape. He used to play in it.
Steven Jackson. Yeah. All right.
Can you bet on the big three?
Any other things we want to cover?
I had the TNT contracts, and then the fact that Russell Westbrook's officially coming off the bench now. But I don't know if we want to talk about that when we.
I think we predicted
Lakers.
That, right? I think we predicted.
Well, it was always an option, but
yeah. Also, LiAngelo Ball getting cut.
Okay. I don't really feel the need to talk about that. No, I do want to, like, I think that's the Russ thing is interesting because I didn't think, I don't know. I think it was like everyone thought it was better that he did that and had a smaller role, but like, I'm surprised that it's happening just kind of given his personality. And then kind of coupled with that, Reggie Jackson is confirmed starting for the Clippers as well. Speaking of LA and point guards,
that's what we bet, right? Or that's what we're saying, right?
That, like, I firmly believe that. I think John Wall did look good in the
his
preseason
dancing
game
video
against against the Wolves. Actually, he looked really good, but I don't know.
There was
Reggie Jackson
gang signs. Maybe he's fucking balling again. Who knows? But
hey, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen throughout the season? But right now, I think Reggie Jackson deserves that. Although, yeah, we'll see. And then Charles Barkley doesn't watch basketball. We all know this, like he's clearly like heading into retirement. Like,
that's not his job.
He almost got lured away by that live bag, but
I saw a clip the other day of him talking about like Alex Len or something, and he was just talking about like a different white dude on like the team that was like on TNT that night.
I'll be honest, I thought
it was
going to be awesome.
He confused Alex Len and Myers Leonard.
That's a dangerous confusion. Alex Len's got some strays for that.
I mean, they're both awful, but that
Miles
and
Leonard,
like they're like, what do you?
Myers Leonard did what you thought.
Myles Leonard did say a slur while playing a video game. Yes.
He also had that heartwarming video of his brother reuniting with him in college from the military. So
don't care.
Yeah. That's why he refuses to kneel during the national anthem.
Well, that
Andy.
All right. Whatever.
All right. So. All right, I'll let you move us on to the next part.
All right, yeah, let's get into it. Predictions. Should we start? What do you think? Should we start with the?
Let's start with the East.
Let's
get it done with because I know you guys are gonna be dickheads, and let's just do it. All right.
Top 6 in the East, Mike.
All right, so I'm gonna go from 1 to 6. All right, we got the Bucks. I mean, like we have said numerous times on this show. Giannis Antetokounmpo is just the greatest basketball player on the planet right now, and I think it's everyone else's job to go and beat the Bucks. I think everyone is chasing the Bucks right now. And then number 2, I got Philly. I think Philly is primed for a really big year. I do think they're going to be better than Boston. Even though that's not going to be my pick later, I do think that they are going to win outright in Boston tomorrow. And then 3, I do got the Celtics. I think the Celtics have improved over this offseason, even with their coaching situation being kind of a mess. I think as long as they can keep it together as like a core of players, and if they really did build that culture last year that like it seems like they did, I don't think there'll be too big of a drop off. And then 4, I got Miami. I think last year they probably overachieved a little bit. I do still like Jimmy Butler. I just think heat culture is not going to carry to another number 1 seed, especially when I think this year is going to be a little bit more serious for the East out the gate. Because I do think teams learned that playoff home seeds really do matter, especially when all those series went to 7 last year. Then 5, I got Brooklyn. I'm hype on Kyrie. I do believe in Ben Simmons, and I did put KD in my top 3 players. And list. And I think if they can really kind of play basketball games, I think like that's the only thing that's really holding them back. But again, they have to actually play those games. And number 6, I don't think it's going to surprise anybody on here. It's my Chicago Bulls. We have to remember that at one point they were leading the East last year. I think that they are built to survive the regular season, and I think that they are built to Billy Donovan is a good enough coach to keep them afloat and keep them competitive with a lot of these good teams. And it's always, always, always Bulls in 6.
Okay. Toss that into
the chat.
Right. For me.
Yeah, I got you.
Bulls 6 seed. Wonderful. Ike.
All right.
No thoughts on my list?
Oh, should we do that?
Okay, we were doing that after.
Okay, yeah. My bad. No, after.
All right, my list is pretty similar. I think it's hard not to put the Bucks 1, 76ers 2, Celtics 3, except I'm like way more negative on Mike way more negative on them than Mike is, because like they don't have Bob Williams for the first until December, so that's like
that much. If you haven't Bob.
Well, I think the East kind of stinks, but then at 4 I have the Heat, 5 I have the Cavs, and 6 I have the Nets.
Wow. Okay. All right. Interesting. Like, Brooklyn at 6, eh?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll get right into mine, and then we'll discuss. Toss that into the chat there. All right. So I got number 1. I got Philly, right? So do I think that Philly's coming out of the East? No, actually. I think Milwaukee's coming out of the East. But do I think Philadelphia is going to have a better regular season than the Bucks? Yeah, I think so. I think the Bucks know that they're kind of the favorites. I think they're gonna, be like load managing Chris Middleton. He's out for a little bit, but their core is a little older other than Giannis. How much will Giannis play? We don't know. I think Philadelphia is like really just going in on it. Then I got Milwaukee. Not much to say there. They're a good team. They're built to win. Boston, number 3. The coaching thing has to hurt them. Rob Williams, their defense is going to take a little hit. They got Brogdon, not very deep still. Whatever. Brooklyn, they're very hard, but I'm optimistic on the Ben Simmons fit, actually. If they all play, then, they can easily make a 4 seed. 5, Cleveland. Evan Mobley's poised to take a step. Donovan Mitchell's great. Great fit. Garland, another young player, poised to take a step. They got a good core and a great bench. 6, Toronto. Just, bunch of dudes that are good at basketball. Not necessarily a team that's built to, go deep into the playoffs, but a team that is built to win regular season basketball games. And they're very interesting, I think. Just in terms of like their rotations and like, how everybody's like somehow like 6'9" and can handle the ball on that team. But
yeah,
that's where I'm at. All right. So let's talk our 1 seeds.
So
we all agreed on the Bucks.
No, Sam had Philly actually.
Oh, you had Philly?
I don't hate the Philly choice. I just do think overall the Bucks are just a more
Why did you pick Philly
team.
I pick Philly because I think that like the Bucks know, the Bucks are a proven team. They've won a championship. That core has won a championship before, and they're gonna be like everything is setting them up for the postseason. You know what I mean? Like whereas Philly's like a little more unproven, and can like they're poised to make a big leap in the regular season. They have a deep roster. They made like a big move in picking up PJ Tucker, who I think will help them a lot. And big obviously move, huh? Like I believe that. And Melton will help them as well. And Montre. I think they're ready to like make some noise in the East. What's up, Mike?
I agree with a lot of that, and I do think they're going to be better this year, but I do think them getting the 1 seed is going to require Embiid to play a lot of games. And I think that in today's kind of NBA climate, that's not something that's really kind of made a priority, is like stars playing all these games in order to kind of grab that 1 seed, especially someone like Embiid, who does have a big history in injuries that kind of wear him out to the playoffs.
I would just say that I think his injuries have been pretty like random kind of freak injuries. It's not like he's necessarily getting these injuries that you would predict from a guy like him. And I think as a franchise they'll be more inclined to see as much of like Harden, Embiid, Maxey, that core playing together during and like really gunning for that 1 seed more than Milwaukee, who's less concerned about the regular season. I think
it maybe did feel like last year was kind of Embiid's year to really go after it, though. Like I feel like that's probably as close as he'll come to winning MVP.
Yeah, like if if he really wanted him, like I think the biggest push for them being 1 seed is like him being like, oh, this is gonna be my MVP season.
Maybe Harden just actually. I mean, maybe if Embiid doesn't play as much, Harden can actually be productive. Maybe, but you seen Harden's comments about how much of a hero he is for taking that pay cut?
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, okay. He's like, actually, I don't really get enough credit. If you if you think
he's basically a firefighter.
I should get.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
And then I think we all had Boston at 3, right?
Yes. I think we had Milwaukee and Philly at the top.
Yeah. I could see the Heat finishing above them only because, like, look at their division and the teams who they have to play.
All right,
it's really bad.
He could realistically finish 1 through 6. Like, if you really think about it, the Heat could probably fall in a lot of those spots.
I agree. I don't have the Heat in my top 6.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh my god!
Wait, doesn't crazy. One of the Southeast teams have to be?
What?
I thought like the way that the divisions, if you won it, you were out of the play-in, but I could just be totally wrong.
No, divisions don't matter. It used to be like that, like
was it like for 2 years?
But yeah, divisions don't matter. I just think that the Heat are poised to take a step back this year.
That big of one though, that's out of the top 6 from being 1 seed.
I just think like I think Toronto is gonna mesh well together and surprise a lot of people. The Cavaliers are like they were really they were ahead of them at some points during the season.
Name one guy in Toronto who's good.
Doesn't matter. Siakam, OG Anunoby is poised to take a step.
Don't say
Scotty Barnes.
No,
Scotty Barnes.
Fred VanVleet.
No. Fred VanVleet sucks.
Fred VanVleet, great shooter, great defender.
The guy, the
Gary
real
Trent Jr.
You're forgetting the real hero here.
And Malachi Flynn are gonna carry
carry
them to the 6th seed.
can play 40 minutes a game, maybe they get in.
Yeah. So,
What?
Mike, you don't have
Cavs.
the Cavs in here or Toronto, but let's talk about
Well,
the
you know
Cavs.
how I feel about Toronto. It's Cavs or Bulls. I feel. I feel like that'd be the big pull there. It's Cavs or Bulls.
One team's way better.
No. The Bulls at full health. The Bulls are at full health are better than the Cavaliers. And
Shut
I
up.
think that.
No, they're
Yes, they
not.
are. Bulls
they're
at full
not.
health are better than.
What do you mean at
Donovan?
full health?
Donovan?
What?
Donovan
Like
Mitchell.
what?
What do you mean they're not at full health?
Like Lonzo Ball?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Caruso might be banged up.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Not even
I don't
close.
know about that.
And with the addition of Andre 3-point God Drummond,
Oh yeah.
we can now stretch
yeah,
the floor
yeah.
more.
Again,
Nikola Vucevic actually
yeah.
plays
Fucking-
if he actually can decide he wants to play basketball again.
What does that mean?
I mean, he's been a disappointment. I've not loved his stint in Chicago.
What do you think? How badly has Franz
Shut up.
Wagner
Shut up.
for Vucevic?
Shut up.
Bad
yeah,
trade.
Yeah, it's not. It has not been.
Wendell
it has
Carter
not been a good
also
trade.
Loki looks better.
Wendell
than him
Carter's
right now.
way better than
Just right now.
No, you will never find. You're not going to find me defending Vucevic. Like he has not been very good. He has not done what he's supposed to be good at very well. He's been a little bit of a letdown, right? And they tried to say we're going to try to win now by trading for Vucevic, and I just don't know where that kind of mentally came in. I just don't understand where that kind of clicked for them. I think they just made themselves really weak when you have in a conference when you're playing against Joel Embiid and Giannis Antetokounmpo. You need a strong big man in the paint. You need someone who can defend these guys in the paint, and they don't have that right now.
To be fair, offensively, he was unreal the year that they traded him.
When they traded him, but this past year he was bad. This past year he wasn't. Yeah. And I'm taking for this first full stint there, and it wasn't. It was not awesome.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, we'll see. He's he has the skills that we know.
Sure, but we're putting a lot on the backs of Williams and Caruso to be guarding these massive men, these massive Goliath of men, and I don't think that's fair.
Or Drummond, I guess, but it's a little tough.
All right. But the Cavs, the Cavs are good. They have gotten better, but I just don't think they're going to really be able to put it all together in one short year. I don't believe Donovan Mitchell's
What do you mean
all that
a short
good.
year?
I don't believe Donovan Mitchell's all that great of a basketball player.
Why?
I think he's going to get exposed for not having the best defender in the league around him all the time.
Well, he's got Jared Allen and Evan Mobley down low, so it's
not much of a change.
You guys are saying that's not much of a change from two-time defensive player of the year.
Well, those are two really good defenders.
Gobert is a change, but
I said the greatest. I said the best defender in the league down low, right?
Yeah, and that's a statement, But
when
Donovan Mitchell came into this league, he was supposed to be like a crafty defender, and he's just absolutely changed his whole persona to be this.
I don't know about if defensive potential.
That's what he was coming. That's what it was coming out of college. He
was supposed to get steals, but I don't know if he was ever supposed to be
defender.
Okay,
defender. He's
whatever.
Not that.
He's still undersized at his position. I'm not making excuses, but he's gonna get beat. But now he has some front court people to help him out.
Bulls Cleveland first game, hammer money line Bulls. It's gonna be plus 125. I'm telling you that right now.
Whatever. All right, we gotta move on. Let's do the play-in in the East. I'll start.
All right. I got it. All right. Cavs 7, Hawks 8, Toronto 9, Detroit 10. Like I said, the Cavs. I think it's Cavs or Bulls there. I think the teams that come out of that are Cavs, and then unfortunately probably Toronto. I think the Hawks are going to be a big disappointment point for the city of Atlanta this year. I think that they have some higher expectations than even coming in this year that they're ready for. And I think they're going to let them down. Detroit, I think Detroit's going to make a big jump, and it's going to be fun, and they're going to play in Detroit, and they'll just lose in their first game. It'll be fun.
What besides Cade do you think made the Pistons better?
Well, when we originally made these lists, we said that we had to put 2 in. I wasn't sure if we're still doing that.
I didn't do that. Sorry.
Okay. So I still think Detroit's fun.
Actually, I think
Detroit's.
Yeah, I think did end up doing that anyway. But I mean, Bojan. Hey. People have been talking about Detroit and Orlando as like sleeper. I don't think Orlando can put it all together this year.
If Jalen Suggs
Orlando, I think, is way better than Detroit.
If Jalen Suggs can play good basketball, I think you might be right.
I don't think it's depending on Jalen Suggs either.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
No.
Yeah, but go ahead, Ike.
So mine are at 8. I have the Hawks. At 9, I have the Bulls. At 10, I have the Orlando Magic, and at 11, I have the New York Knicks.
Wait, what about 7?
Or wait, yeah. 7, I have the Raptors. Sorry.
Okay.
7 Raptors, 8 Hawks, 9 Bulls, 10 Magic.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. Fuck you. That's rude.
The Bulls are barely squeaking in.
That's rude.
Okay. I have Atlanta at 7. I have Miami at 8. I have Chicago at 9. And I have New York at 10. And I gotta be honest, I don't see Chicago making the playoffs this year.
Keep Payton. It's fun.
Me neither.
It's fun.
I wish I did, but like with the Donovan Mitchell trade, and
I think the
Atlanta,
Raptors and the Hawks are just both.
You know what
clear.
Cleveland doesn't have? You know what Cleveland doesn't have that we do?
What?
Billy Donovan.
No, they have JB Bickerstaff, an infinitely better name than Billy Donovan.
You love Billy Donovan. You love Billy Donovan. Let's not try to switch up on the old Florida days.
JB Bickerstaff and Bernie Bickerstaff are both better coaches than Billy Donovan.
Absolute fraud.
All right. I personally think the Knicks, I think Orlando and Detroit are both interesting, but I think the Knicks just have like a few more guys that are just like just better right now than are on the Magic and Detroit, and it could quickly change over the course of the season or next season. I don't believe in them, but like I think right now I'm putting the Knicks at 10.
How funny would it be if the Knicks don't make the play-ins though?
It'd be very funny.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah,
right?
it'd be very Knicks of them.
Yeah.
To not make the play-in. Yeah.
So who is the second best player on the Pistons besides Cade Cunningham?
Probably
right now it's Bojan Bogdanovic.
Bojan Bogdanovic.
Yeah.
Marvin Bagley,
we love.
Saddiq Bey.
Love Bojan Bogdanovic. Saddiq Bey had
Saddiq Bey might be better.
Like 50-point game last season once or something. No, Bojan is better than Saddiq. What's his face? Isaiah Jackson? Isaiah Stewart. Yes, that's his name.
Yeah.
Isaiah Stewart
He's fine.
can shoot threes now, which is interesting.
Okay, neat.
And then I'm high on Ivy. Unproven, but he looks good. He passes the eye test at least. So
I mean, if I'm keeping it a buck, that was an ass pull for when we had. I thought we had to put 2 new people in.
Sure.
So,
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to
the West. It'd be fun if Detroit makes it.
It would be fun.
All right. Who did you have going to the playoffs? Out of the play-in. I don't think you said.
I mean, Hawks, Raptors.
All right, Sam, you start in the West.
All right. We'll start in the West. Okay, so 1 through 6, we're going Denver at 1. The more I hear and talk about Denver and look at Denver, I'm like, gosh, this team is terrifying. 2, Minnesota Timberwolves. We got some kinks to figure out, but only 2 seasons removed from a 1 seed Rudy Gobert led Jazz team that was the 1 seed. And I think that there's legitimate claim there. 3, the Golden State Warriors. I think, reigning champs, they're going to go for the postseason again, so the regular season won't matter as much. 4, the Clippers. Similar thing, just because for some reason I see them doing weird load management and like figuring out the best lineups.
Yeah, no reason to trust them.
But they are the deepest team in the NBA. 5, got Phoenix. There's been some drama there. Self-explanatory. 6, Memphis. Not having Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to hurt them. 7, Dallas, missing Brunson. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are my 6.
Okay. All right. So I've got number 1, the Warriors. Number 2, Nuggets. Number 3, Suns. Number 4, Wolves. Number 5, Clippers. Number 6, Grizz.
All right. I got 1 Warriors. I think you got to prove that you're better than them. I think that's 2. I agree with Sam. I think Denver are looking pretty prime this year with all their injuries coming back. Jamal Murray could be a big help. 3, I have Dallas. I think this is the year Luka really wills them forward. I'm hype on Luka this year. I'm all in on Luka Doncic.
Hey, me too. Me too, actually.
Willing this team to
whatever
the 3rd
wants,
seed.
but
Willing this team to the 3rd seed. 4, I got Suns.
Second best players on that.
4, I have Suns down here, whatever. 5 through 8 were weird for me. 5, I got the Clippers. I don't know. Not too much to say about the Clippers. And then
he's gonna take us out because he wants
6th spot.
to put us with. Like,
no, I'm not petty. I'm a man of honor.
You're not petty.
Of honor. 6, I have the Timberwolves, barely getting in on a tiebreaker. But you guys got in. 6, you guys got better, a little bit better from last year. Whatever. It's like you guys get in the playoffs. It's big. You guys don't have to play in basketball, which we didn't have to last year. Like, it's cool. And congrats. It's massive.
You'll lose your first one this year.
I'm really excited that you guys get to experience postseason from the jump.
Least
pettiest. Are you bragging
man.
about what you did in the playoffs last year?
No, I'm just saying, you guys don't have to play the playoffs. I know it was stressful for you guys. I don't want to have to see you guys play in the play-in.
Our series was stressful. I wouldn't call the Bulls series stressful because that was over after
that wasn't very stressful at
all. Okay. You guys also lost to
a but
the team that beat us is better than the team that beat you guys. Let's not.
They took the Warriors.
Okay, yeah, I would agree with that, but
but one of them wasn't like a pathetic performance.
Yeah, I would say the Wolves put up a better fight than the Bulls did.
You put up a better fight against the worst team. Congrats. You guys didn't have to play Giannis. Giannis would have.
We're not okay. Whatever. We're not talking about last year.
I might bet them to not make the play-in.
Yeah, fuck you. All right. But regardless, I think that the Warriors.
Not a biased bet.
I think this kind of goes through Denver and San Fran for the most part. Or Oakland, or San Fran, or whatever city they currently reside. Did you guys all had Warriors Denver top 2, or no? Sam had.
Yeah, did you put yours in the?
Oh, my fault. Yeah.
So I had Denver. Yeah, I had Denver at the top for the same reason that I kind of had about Milwaukee. It's I kind of see that as a parallel, just Denver as a little bit of a younger, more unproven team who is going to win a ton of regular season games and really be gunning for that 1 seed, whereas the Warriors again are going to be more focused on the postseason and getting home court advantage in the playoffs, but not necessarily you know,
Mhm.
gunning for that 1 seed, which is kind of similar to what happened last year. But yeah, other than that, um,
I
so
think people are going a little bit hard on the Suns. I
yeah,
don't understand a
I mean,
ton
I
of
have them
what they've
4.
lost. Yeah, I mean they were the best team
I'm
in
not
the
saying
league
that.
last year.
I'm not. Yeah, like I'm saying, like I wouldn't be shocked if they're 3. I just really believe in Dallas.
Why? Okay,
Uh,
let's talk about
like
Dallas. Who's their second best player?
now that
Facundo
Brunson's gone,
Campazzo.
JaVale McGee starting at 5.
Yeah, my
Second best player might be their
Set
6th man, to be honest.
Christian Wood. Christian
Yeah.
Wood is hellaciously overrated.
Who's
yeah,
But I
well,
think
who's their second best player then?
I would argue it's Dinwiddie. Um,
Dinwiddie probably. I mean the other options are like Finney Smith or like Tim Hardaway. Pretty brutal.
yeah, I mean they're actually a
Christian Wood.
surprisingly a good defensive team. They rotated very well, and like Reggie Bullock and Dorian Finney-Smith are like great 3-and-D guys. And it's like a decent.
Not a bad bench. Not a bad bench.
Yeah, I like Kleber. Um, you know,
Not a Kleber guy.
stretch guy. Dwight Powell. Whatever. But
I mean, Wood is not like that. I feel like you like. Why
Wood,
don't
I
what do
think
you
Wood
like?
Wood's
is
fine off the
unproven.
bench because like he'll be playing with guys who will want to feed him, so I think that'll help. Like, I guess he will be playing with Luka because Luka will be
I mean,
playing
again, like
40
it's
minutes.
very
But
likely that he'll probably play more minutes than JaVale.
Yeah, I would
yeah,
agree with that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I also think I don't know. JaVale gives them rim running, and JaVale's not going to stretch the floor, but like he can catch a bunch of lobs, and like is probably a better shot blocker than Christian Wood.
yeah, he's definitely a better like rim protector than Chris Wood, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
might really hurt Chris Wood.
I just think
'Cause they're-
that like having a secondary ball handler was really helpful for them. Just like another guy that can like get his own shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brunson.
they don't have anyone who can really create.
Yeah.
Right now.
Dinwiddie can kind of,
But the
but
thing
Yeah,
is,
but I like
Luka
Brunson
can-
better.
yeah,
But the way Luca creates for everyone around him is just something that can't be like. You're gonna get open shots when Luca's on the court. Like you're not gonna need necessarily
Yeah.
another guy while Luca's on the court to create for themselves.
Yeah,
You know?
and I believe everything like in that. I just think that they're gonna miss Brunson a little bit. And
Also-
it's like it's it's live by Luca, die by Luca, and
yeah, it's
you know,
such a burden on him. Like this is probably the biggest and most like by far
I
the
agree,
most
but if
one-man
he-
team in the league.
If he wants to be, I think if he does want to be that guy, like it's just something he just has to do. Like if this is his MVP year, he's got to get top 4.
I mean, yeah, if he's not top 4, I don't think he'll get MVP.
Yeah, so I'm saying like if this is, and I think this
But-
is his MVP year.
didn't
So I'm saying
Jokic
he's
get
gonna
it
go
at,
top 4.
weren't they the
Weren't they
5th
4?
seed?
He could, yeah. I mean, it's
Were they-
possible. But if he's like,
Denver was a 5th seed last year.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, who did they play in the first
Or-
round?
I think they were 6th actually.
No, you guys were.
Dallas
We were
Dallas
seventh.
was 5. Golden State
I
was
think-
3rd.
I think Denver
played-
was 6 because we were competing with them.
They gave that man an MVP at the 6th seed. Unbelievable. No respect for Joel.
No, I mean,
I-
Jokic last year actually might have been on the same level of Luka this year in terms of having like nothing around him.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true,
maybe
actually.
even worse.
I would
But to
argue.
me,
I don't know. At least like Luka has like shooters to space the floor a little bit. Like
Yeah,
Denver was just
Jokic
kind
had
of
like
a shit
Aaron
show.
Gordon.
Yeah.
all right, should we hit play-ins?
Yes.
All right, Sam, go ahead.
All right. I got Dallas 7. I got New Orleans 8. I got the Lakers 9, and I have Sacramento at 10.
You don't have the Grizzlies anywhere?
Memphis is my 6th seed.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
All right. I have the same teams except I have Mavs 7, Lakers 8, Pelicans 9, Kings 10.
All right. I have Memphis 7, Lakers 8, New Orleans 9, Kings 10. I wanted to, after the Mike Brown clip, I was trying to find a team to replace them with, but there is just nothing really available.
Let me just say, just like, what's weird is I know this is gonna be kind of crazy, but like I know it's weird to say this, but like the Utah team is not like that far off of like Portland and Sacramento to me. Just because like it's because like Oklahoma City, San Antonio are
there's a clear bottom and Utah's not at that bottom.
And well, people say they are, and
why?
And the Rockets.
I think they are the bottom
because they have like.
You think Utah's worse than San Antonio and the Rockets?
I think they're on the same level as San Antonio. I think the Rockets are much better than Utah.
I don't agree with that. I think that there's like just a bunch of like young players on these three teams that I mentioned. That
the Kings have more than that.
No, I know. I'm saying Utah's. I'm pitting the Kings in the plan, but I'm saying Utah's not that far off. Like they have.
I think Utah's like a Portland. I think Utah's a little worse than Portland.
Yeah, I would put them at 12 under,
Why
Portland
do we
and Sacramento.
think Utah isn't dog shit?
Because they have like these random role player veterans who are actually like all have decent experience on winning teams and can actually, they have Clarkson, they have Malik Beasley, they have Mike Conley still, they have Rudy Gay, they have Kelly Olynyk, they have Lauri Markkanen, who actually might be poised for a good year, and Colin Sexton. Like these who
they haven't sold everyone they need to sell in order to be.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Mike Conley.
Yeah, I'm saying Conley.
Also, this team is like poised. They've built everything to be the number one pick this year. So I think regardless of how much talent they have, they're going to try to be as bad as possible.
I agree they might try, but like eventually your roster just kind of speaks for itself. Like unless you can get rid of these guys.
That good. Colin Sexton is like a guy who will score on them. He'll average like 22, 23.
It's better than Houston. It's better than San Antonio.
I don't think it is
and Oklahoma City. I just think
who on San Antonio is better than anyone on Utah.
What?
Yeah,
like the entire roster.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and then like
Keldon Johnson's good.
Keldon Johnson is probably at the same level as Lauri Markkanen.
Jakob Poeltl's class. Jakob Poeltl is class. I really like Devin Vassell.
Devin Vassell is a good player, but like again, they're just like young guys.
They'll be down there. I think putting Utah on a different level than them and OKC, I think Utah is doing their absolute best to be dog shit.
I think that
I agree that's what they're trying to do, but I don't think they've sold enough pieces yet to be bad.
That's what we're saying is that I think they're not actually doing their absolute best. If they were doing their absolute best, they get rid of Conley, they get rid of Clarkson.
They probably will get rid of Conley. I think Clarkson could definitely be winner. Lauri Markkanen is a loser, like one of the biggest losers in the league.
Markkanen actually, I have this weird feeling that he's gonna have a big year with Utah. I
think he'll get a lot of empty stats. Him and like Colin Sexton.
Yeah, I low-key feel like he's
probably get like stats,
averaging like 20 points a game.
Something.
Colin Sexton's definitely just gonna, if he's on the roster, he's just gonna score all their he's gonna definitely just be,
which is a bad sign as a team.
Well, I mean, it's still bad. I think it's still like if that with their rosters right now, I think that Utah is better.
I think Jalen Green's going to be better than Sexton. Maybe not statistically this year because Colin Sexton's not going to pass the ball, but I think Jalen Green's probably better than Sexton. I think Jabari's probably going to be pretty good. I don't know. I think Rockets. I think the Rockets are what you guys think the Jazz are.
No, I just think that they just have a bunch of young guys that don't really know how to play with each other. And
well, in terms of like
that
where
know how to move
finish.
The ball, like just know how to play more winning basketball. Not that they're gonna. Yeah. But anyway, enough about Utah. I don't want to talk about Utah anymore.
Yeah. All right. Let's get the picks. what I was thinking we do is that like each
Wait,
week we
wait.
do this when we pick.
Sorry, I just want to touch very quickly on New Orleans. They're like the most intriguing playing team to me, just because I think that they could like easily jump into the top six, depending on how
They're
Zion
very
and
unknown.
BI
I
play.
think it's
Yeah.
very just like
So I'm interested in New
it's a
Orleans
very
as well. Very
unknown
excited to watch New
situation.
Orleans this year.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a very fun, especially with Zion. Like, I think it's going to be the most anticipated season for a team, for the New Orleans team that they've ever had, which is like great. Fun.
Maybe since
I think that I also think they could get in the top six.
maybe since the Boogie
Davis.
AD era,
Yeah.
which was mad
What a
random.
time.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive, dude.
All right, so let's do some picks for the opening week here in the NBA. And yeah, what are we doing, Mike?
All right, so we're gonna pick a favorite, an underdog, and this is just to cover the spread. So it's not like they have to win outright, just to cover the spread. An over and an under. And each week we're gonna kind of keep track, and we're gonna kind of rank ourselves, see how our picks are. If guys pick the same games, it's fine. We can just ride with each other, up in each other's holes a little bit. But
Just pick 2 every time. Don't pick the same games.
it's fine. Like, what if like we really love it?
That could be a way to not lose to someone. You have to pick different games.
What if we have to write them down beforehand? Fine. All right. We'll do the same thing with the draft. Like, if
Let's just
some
go.
fine. We'll pick different games. It's fine. All right. Who wants to go first this time? And then we'll do
Let's
all our
have-
favorites first, and all our dogs, and all our overs, and all our unders.
Let's have Ike go first.
All right.
So I'm listing them all at once? Or
No, you're
doing
just
it
picking your
separately?
favorite.
My
Picking your
favorite, back in my talk up. Nuggets -8 at Jazz.
All right, money words, mouths it. I love it.
Yeah,
also-
I love that. Yeah.
I won't. I don't know if one of you.
That was
has it,
also
but
mine.
Hornets -2.
All right.
That was also yours.
That was gonna be mine, but it's fine.
Find a new one.
It's fine. All right.
Uh,
Sam, you go ahead, because now I have to find a new one.
okay. I like the Warriors -6. Honestly, they're like,
Yeah.
fresh off a lot of drama, and they're gonna want to like come out with a statement win against the Lakers, who are like still a little
Yeah,
lost.
that seems like a generous line to an unproven Lakers.
Yeah. So I'm going
All
with
right.
Warriors -6.
Did you? Damn. All right. I'm gonna go. Fuck it. Detroit -3.5 at home against the Magic.
Let's go.
I picked them to be better. That's my third choice, because I guess we can't fucking pick the same games. But all right.
No.
All right.
You go now.
All right, so I should do my dog.
No,
Oh,
let's
reverse
have
it.
Mike do his dog.
Yeah. No, we're gonna snake.
Yeah.
Snaking.
Doesn't matter, because none of you are gonna take
We're
this one.
snaking it.
Yeah, my dog is my
Chicago.
Bulls. At the Heat +6. Wednesday night at
Yeah.
6:40 p.m. Central. Time to show what this new look Bulls can really bring to the court against this Heat culture.
New look.
I know it's not new look. It was a joke. It's not. It's the same look it has been. I know. All right.
All right, same look Bulls. Can they be better? To me,
Run it back.
Yeah.
let's see. I like Dallas +5 against the Suns.
Against Toombs.
At the Suns. Luke
They
is
did
mad.
embarrass them last time.
Luke is ready to just
This will
thrash
be a
them
revenge
again.
game for the Suns, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna try
Yeah,
too.
revenge.
Yeah, they're gonna try,
Yeah.
and Luke is just gonna beat him
I was
down.
looking at that one, and I'm like, this could be a. You can't. If you're the Suns, you can't lose. That
No,
game.
you can't,
You
but
cannot
they
lose
will.
that game. All right.
They may. All right, my dog is. I've got 2 I'm deciding between. I'll go Bucks +3.5 at 76ers on Thursday.
Bucks +3.
And a half.
Okay. I see.
All right.
Yeah. I see.
Okay.
It's an interesting dog. I didn't even think that. That's a generous line. I could like.
Yeah,
that.
I guess Philly's at home. Philly's traditionally always
Philly's
been,
at home.
Yeah, Philly's traditionally been
yeah.
really good at home.
Yep.
Like
so my
overs?
over.
You're over.
Got another couple.
I
Thunder
haven't-
Timberwolves over 228.
All right. Thank God.
You said over 228. Wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves. Thunder.
Thunder at Timberwolves. I'll be there.
Oof. That might be my under.
Good.
Yeah, low key. I don't know.
Good.
I don't know about that over.
Edit.
All
right,
goes to me.
Yeah.
I think for me under.
We're doing
Over.
overs.
If you're doing overs, you're doing overs.
I'm doing over. Okay. Let's see. I like over on the Knicks Grizzlies. I think it'll be a fast-paced game.
What is it?
What is it?
It's at 226.5. So it's a little high, but I like the over.
1.5 less
I-
than Timberwolves.
I love the over in Dallas Phoenix at 216.5.
Just looking at that.
I love that over with all of my heart. I will be dropping 2 U's on that over. Say it right now. 2 U's.
I just think, like, I thought about
Yeah.
that too, but I feel like the intensity is going to be so high.
Yeah, I was going to say they probably play more defense at the start and then, like, it tapers off. So I worry about, like, competitive games, but
But
that's my only.
But they are both very talented offensive teams, and it could easily
And
just,
defensive.
yeah, true. But
They're both talented teams. I think it's going to be a good game of basketball that could easily go into overtime, and that would easily smash the over.
yeah, there you
Betting
go.
on
Yeah,
overtime is
bet on the
terrible.
Betting on the
smash that
plus
OT.
1,025.
Smash that OT
This game
button.
I could see going to overtime.
Two
That's why you
competitively
think
matched
the over,
teams. I
that's-
think they both can score. I think it'll be fine.
You should never use that
All right.
logic.
All right, my under is going to be.
Do
All right, fuck you. We've been beefing all day. OKC versus Minnesota under 228. That's a lot of points for a
Wolves are going
One
to put up 140.
not very good. If the Wolves do put up 140, fuck me. I guess that's how it goes. But I see this game maybe barely breaking 100.
I could
Being
see,
100.
yeah, I could see the Wolves just like completely blowing out OKC to the point where they just
Early on,
they don't
kinda get a
break
little silly.
over 80
Yeah.
points, you know? But like not necessarily, you know, like going over 130 points or anything like that.
Yes.
Okay, my under is Charlotte at San Antonio,
I like
226.
that one, too. Yeah.
Just considering the lines for everyone else, this feels like really high for two teams that are just like so bad offensively, and you know I can't really name that many people that can score on either of those teams.
Pirtle.
So, I not naming
Softest
Pirtle.
hands in the league.
Yeah, no, I
but
like
yeah,
that under too.
yeah,
That's a lot of
that's-
points.
That's
for
my under.
some
All right.
not very good.
My under is Lakers Warriors 225.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
I think the Warriors are going to blow them out.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
But yeah.
What?
Do
All
you know
right.
who's starting for the Lakers instead of Russ?
You'd have to think like Pat Bev or something,
Yeah.
right?
Not Schroeder.
Well,
Well,
both.
Schroeder
maybe.
just went through thumb surgery
Schroeder
today.
out?
Is he out? Oh,
He's out for a
today?
few
I didn't even
weeks.
see that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Um,
Yeah, so it has to be Pat Bev. then, no?
Even tougher for
Yeah,
Russ.
Or AK.
be Pat. I would assume it'd be Pat
AR.
Bev. Yeah, either AR-15 or Lonnie Walker.
I like Lonnie
Probably has to be
Walker.
that bad.
Lonnie Walker played well against the Wolves, and then
They're saying Lonnie Walker might play like the 3 though, and then
How big is he?
so he's like
kinda
6'5"-ish,
small. I don't know.
6'4".
It's a small.
So they play like
Six,
sort of 3
4.
guards and LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
Alright.
Which I guess is
Which
fine.
is fine
with LeBron
against
and AD.
with LeBron. Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a
All
very
right.
good team. I gotta say.
Warriors.
I don't hate a lot of these picks other than Ike's over.
Just you wait.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me when you hate my
we'll-
picks, Mike.
We'll,
I'm hot right now. I've been on a heat.
Was it you who bet
Alright.
on Justin Fields passing over?
That hit. Don't you try that fucking hit. He hit one. He overthrew over 200. That was 168.
Yeah, he had a good game.
That was a sharp pick.
He had a good game.
Why are you being such an asshole right now?
What? You're the one fading me.
lads. All right. Anything else that we missed? Anything you want to add?
Wolves might
Under
start, like,
money
6
line.
and 0.
Thunder money
Bet
line.
it. Do it. Wolves
Plus
might.
two,
Have you seen
450.
the start of the Wolves schedule?
Plus 450 is actually not even good value.
That's not
feel
nearly
like,
high.
you know,
It's not nearly
like,
Can I-
it should
can
be
I
way
read-
higher.
13 point. You're like 13-point favorites. How is that?
Yeah,
So,
11-point
The
favorites.
Wolves played
plus-
the
Dude,
Thunder,
yeah, that
the
is so
Jazz,
bad.
the Thunder, the Spurs.
Yeah, so
And then
that's
the
the thing.
Lakers.
It's like I wasn't really, the Wolves preseason game where they played the full starting lineup was like pretty clunky and bad. But
You saying when they
And I'm sorry,
played
it got
their
so
bye?
dark in my fucking house. so
Yeah,
fast.
you turned into like a dungeon,
I turned into
dude.
yeah. This was insane. But
yeah, last
alright.
note on the Wolves, whatever.
Just wrap it up. Let's just
We're wrapping
just
it
close
up.
this out, Tim.
Fucking Wolves playing a bunch of shitty teams, so they're gonna get it back together. All right, thank you.